Greetings, everyone. This is Mr. Cadell, and this is your guide to investing in your first band instrument. These are all the things you need to know before purchasing a band instrument so that your student can have maximum success in the Eccles Band. If you are viewing this presentation and have not completed an instrument selection appointment, stop what you're doing right now and schedule an appointment with Mr. Cadell. You can do this by emailing him at dcaddell@tcss.net or by calling the school 205-342-2884 during business hours and leaving a message with the front office. My main interest in doing the slide presentation is to help you provide your student with the very best experience in band possible. I want to build a quality band program at Eccles Middle School, and I want to assist parents in investing wisely in a good quality instrument for your student. The recommendations in this slide presentation are reasonably priced instruments. They're sturdy, well-made instruments, and they're instruments that are easily and quickly repaired. Where can I find a quality instrument? You want to be sure to use a local music store. You want a music store that employs a full-service repair person that specializes in repairing band instruments. You want a music store that stocks parts and supplies for most of the common manufacturers of band instruments. And you also want a music store that deals directly with the band instrument manufacturers. Most of our local music stores offer in-store financing or rent-to-own programs. Stay away from pawn shops. Stay away from good deals on the internet. You don't want to buy an instrument from a store that also sells what I like to call the Jane Spann special. You know, when it snows outside and everybody goes and buys milk and bread. Not a good place to buy an instrument. Also avoid instruments that are unnatural metal or wooden finishes. Mainly, I'm talking about colors of the rainbow. If it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, or whatever your favorite color may be, it's made that color so that it's easier to sell, and usually the quality is not that good. Be cautious of finding an instrument that's a good price. A good price is not always a good deal. Music stores will not repair instruments that are made with inferior materials, meaning that the music store repair person will do more damage to the instrument than was originally done when it was brought into the music store. So be very careful of internet purchases especially. There's many levels of instruments. What's the best purchase? Most instrument manufacturers offer three levels of instruments: the beginning level, the intermediate level, and the professional level. The professional line is what I call the Cadillac model of instruments, and that's really for advanced high school playing into advanced collegiate playing. This is a purchase that you'll make in high school. I do not recommend this level of instrument for middle school. Beginning level instruments are going to be the easiest to start. They're going to be cheapest in price. However, they're going to be the quickest to outgrow. Towards the end of 7th grade, beginning of 8th grade, definitely by the time you get to high school, you're going to want to look at purchasing another instrument. You're going to want to look at purchasing an intermediate model. Intermediate model instruments are what I call the most cost-effective investment. This is an instrument that can be played from beginning band all the way through high school and even into marching in a college band. So my main recommendation is to go ahead and invest in that intermediate model instrument. It might take just a little while longer to start. However, this is what I call the forever instrument. If you're looking at making a purchase of only one instrument from 6th grade through 12th grade, start off with the intermediate model. Can I buy used instruments or instruments from pawn shops? That's a really good question. Just be careful. All students are encouraged to play on new instruments. I have found through my years of experience that students who play on new instruments tend to do better in band. It's just something special about having something that's yours that's never been owned before. Used instruments are always a hit or miss. Sometimes you're going to find a really good quality used instrument that needs little or no repair that has been taken care of really well by the previous owner. Many times when you invest in a used instrument, you're also going to invest in the amount of repair that it costs to bring the instrument up to playing standard in class. I've found that many times students who play used instruments spend more money in repair than students who buy new instruments. Some music stores, local music stores, will offer appraisals and assessments of used instruments for a nominal fee. Before purchasing a used instrument, I ask that you contact me first so that I can do a little bit of an appraisal and assessment of that instrument so that we're making a really good investment. Who needs to invest in an instrument? These are the instruments that are typically student-owned instruments: flute, clarinet, alto saxophone, trumpet, trombone, and percussion kits. The following instruments are school-owned instruments, meaning these are instruments that are not purchased by families: tenor saxophone, French horn, euphonium, tuba. If a family decides that they can invest in one of these instruments and they want to purchase their own tuba or euphonium or French horn or tenor saxophone, please feel free to do so. Just make sure you consult with Mr. Cadell prior to making a purchase. The following slides are recommendations for vendors. These vendors are only recommendations, but these vendors stock parts for most instrument manufacturers, or they can get those parts very easily. They employ full service repair people, and they deal directly with music instrument manufacturers. The primary music store many of our students use is Cole Band Instruments. They offer in-store repair. They're locally owned and operated. They provide a lot of the materials that we need in our band class. And also they come by about once a week to see if we need anything at all, any small instrument repairs that can be done in-house, or they might take it into the store and bring it right back within the next day or two. Other vendors include Gadsden Music Company, primarily located in Gadsden, Alabama, but they also have a store in Birmingham. Arts Music Shop, primarily located in Birmingham, Alabama. Bailey Brothers Music, primarily located in Birmingham as well. And Tuscaloosa Music Service, located in Tuscaloosa. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email me at dcaddell@tcss.net. I understand that this is a very important decision that you're making on behalf of your student that will affect not only your student but the rest of your family as well. My job is to help you make this process a little more smoother with as much pertinent information as possible to enhance your student's band experience. Ultimately, these recommendations are suggestions based on my years of experience, but they are only recommendations. I understand that you're going to do what's in the best interest of your family and your student. Please check the school website for instrument-specific supply list and recommended brands. Thanks.